everyone, and welcome back to another super fantastic 3D reviews video. I didn't really know what I was going to be reviewing today, but I listened to the Gaston song yesterday when I was out on a walk, and I decided, hey, I haven't watched the original Beauty and the Beast in quite some time. Maybe I should check that out. Obviously, this is the 3D re-release. Disney did 3D re-releases of The Little Mermaid, The Lion King, and this movie. This movie was the second release. I believe The Lion King was the first one, and it did incredibly well. So they decided to take this movie and do that release as well. And to another fact about this movie that everyone basically knows, I think this was either one of the first or the first animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture. And this is probably my favorite of the Disney Renaissance movies. It's very, very good. And I was very excited to be able to get my hands on the 3D version, since the 3D versions of these movies are kind of hard to find, especially the Diamond Editions. The Diamond Editions are even harder. So these are the rarest versions of these movies, but I am excited to get to watch it here today. So let's get right started, shall we? 2D animation converted into 3D always looks really, really unique, because you have these flat drawings. Of course, they have shading, they have other tricks to give them the depth, but they don't inherently have a 3D depth to them. So movies like this one, The Lion King, I haven't seen The Little Mermaid yet, I do want to still get that one, and Sponge Out of Water, which is another movie that has traditional animation post-converted to 3D, and that movie looks really good in 3D. I'll have to do that sometime. I also have seen that Tarzan was given the post-conversion treatment, but it just was never released. However, I found a website online where I was actually able to see that movie, so maybe it got an extremely limited release somewhere, and nobody knew about it. Special 3D edition. You'd love to see it. From what I remember, the backgrounds and the landscapes in this movie in 3D are fantastic. There's definitely a lot of detail and attention put into them, but the character animation gets a little bit wonky. I like the Lion King a little bit more, but the difference is that the Lion King is dealing with animals and they're more stylized. This one is more realistic humans, except for the Beast, of course. This story, oh, he's still talking. I really love the aesthetic, this castle, lost castle, dark castle aesthetic. One of my favorite amusement park rides ever, which has unfortunately been shut down, was Curse of Dark Castle, and it was very much this aesthetic, this castle frozen in time, with the guy that's in charge of it's like this crazy monster werewolf beast man. It's so cool, it's so wild that they were able to take this movie and convert it into 3D like this. It's really extraordinary. The master artisans that were able to pull this off are basically wizards. So this movie was post-converted for less than $10 million, and I think the results are very, very good. This shot looks really, really nice with all the layers, and it just extends way back into the screen. Oh, this movie's so beautiful, even without the 3D. It's just so vibrant and colorful, and the animation so bouncy and lively. This is truly one of Disney's best ever movies. This reminds me of the Muppets Christmas Carol, where the entire town is singing about how much they hate Scrooge. Whoa, that's nice. I'm gonna chop the log and its little bits of wood chips flew out. I saw the remake in IMAX 3D, and oh wow, that looks really nice. This movie, like it says, I'm gonna keep saying, this is really beautiful. The landscapes, especially when they have plenty of time, it's just the one shot, and they're focusing on fleshing out the landscape in 3D. It looks really, really, really beautiful. It's like a storybook come to life. The 3D in the Beauty and the Beast remake was pretty good from what I remember. Oh, that's really cool. The layering on the branches there. And the leaves. That was such a good shot. The leaves flying up. More fun negative parallax with the bats. So this whole movie hinges on a misconception because wolves would not actually act in this manner. If anything, they would have tried to have stayed far away as possible. So another, oh wow, look at the rain. That looks really good. I'm sure they probably added some extra stuff to this for the benefit of the 3D effect, but this movie also introduced something called the CAPS system, which I can't remember the name of, and I will put that like right somewhere on the screen if I find, I'll put it on the screen, it'll be fine. This movie uses the CAPS system, and that basically was mixing CG with traditional animation, and there's a scene later, and you guys probably know what it is, that really shows this off to its fullest potential, but I believe the opening sequence where it's going through the forest up to the castle used the CAPS system. Even the conversion of his reflection on the mirror looked really, really good. Man, the 3D really does help push how large this castle and that gate is. And I really like how the 3D helps with the exaggeration of how deep and tall and wide and expansive the castle is. Man, look how far they're pushing the beast out at the audience. Oh, the little snowflake particulates. Looks so nice. That's a fun little bit of netting. You know, when they were post-converting it, they were like, that shot right there where they're swinging him towards Gaston. We gotta go full tilt on that one. That's what I would do. Oh, that's a nice reflection. It's so cool to see the 3D through the lenses, or like, I don't know, I can't even explain it, but it's just a really nice effect. So this reminds me, I went to a convention, I believe it was GalaxyCon, and the voice actress for Belle, and the voice actor for Gaston, I believe it was Gaston, were there, and it was really neat. They're really cool people. They really went all out to make sure that this musical number really worked in 3D. Ooh, look at that! That is some fantastic pop out. Oh, look at all the bubbles. This looks so good. Alright, you see that like the pan? That's part of the CAPS system. It eventually ended up becoming the deep canvas system, which was an incredibly time-consuming and expensive thing to do, but it looked very, very good. And it was heavily used in Tarzan, and I believe in Treasure Planet as well. Yeah, look at that. Such a nice shot. Oh yeah, look at that. Super deep. So this scene right here is how you get nominated for Best Picture. But unfortunately, animated movies aren't taken seriously, so didn't win. I don't even know who won Best Picture in '91. This scene, to put it in modern parlance, it's pretty poggers. Alright, so this is the big CAPS system moment. They have the big CG ballroom, which blends really, really well with the traditional animation, because usually that stuff doesn't age too well. But it looks so good. I mean, this was this would have been in production in 1990. Oh, look at that. The 3D's so good here. I almost wonder if they went back and re-rendered this ballroom scene natively in 3D, and then just post-converted these two characters on top of that, because it looks really, really, really good. The conversion here is like the best in the entire movie. I really like the gold and blue aesthetic of his suit. Man, the 3D in this, that long shot looks really good. There we go, nice fire. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. It's interesting that Gaston would bring his bow and arrow instead of the gun. Oh wow, look at that! That was a fun bit of negative parallax there. I really like how a lot of the camera angles are angled up, so the rain's pouring out of the screen onto your face. This should be a 4D movie, and then someone just has like a spray bottle and is just spraying you in the face, every time it's raining, which is a lot of this movie. So, ooh, look how deep that is. That's far. Also, like how Belle has enough strength to basically pull up this 500, 600 pound creature. Oh my god. I was thinking about it as this was happening. I just now realized, obviously Shrek was a parody of a lot of this fairy tale type things, but at the end of Shrek when Fiona transforms, it literally does the light shafts out of her fingers, like, just exactly like this. Oh, look at that, the castle's nice and bold. Wow, what a great movie. I like how the sketches in the credits are also post-converted into 3D. Take a look at all these names if you can read them, and just absolutely, man, these guys are, they made one of the greatest animated movies of all time, in my opinion. Certainly one of the greatest Disney movies ever made. Absolutely love this movie. I can't even tell you about what it is. I just think it's really, really well done. The animation's absolutely beautiful, and I'm very happy that this was one of the ones that got chosen for the 3D re-release and was actually released to the public to be seen that way, instead of them doing it and then kind of hiding it in their vaults and not making money off of it, which I'd pay. I'd buy Tarzan in 3D, you know what I'm saying? Buy it. I don't know, why not release it? Absolutely. You know what, guys? Get this movie in any way you can. If you haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, I mean, man, this will be the 30th anniversary of it this year. Holy crap. 30 years, man. This movie came out 30 years ago. Wow. It's something else. I'll tell you what, guys. Pick it up. Check it out. This year's going to be a big celebration for it. 30 years. And if you have the ability to, definitely get the 3D version. You don't necessarily have to get the Diamond Edition. I believe there's another 3D release of it that has like the red, the swoop at the top. But the versions I have, and the Lion King, the 1994 one, is the Diamond Edition instead of the red swoop one that Disney releases, is like region free. All these sketches look really, really nice. But I would recommend picking this one up. The movie's just beautiful. The 3D really adds to the depth, obviously, and the layering and the beauty of the animation. Everything really pops. You get to see every facet of it. Everything has its own unique space and place, and it really helps pull it all out. Everything is more pronounced. Everything is easier to see, and everything gets its time to shine. So definitely Beauty and the Beast 3D, 10 out of 10. I mean, this is like the best way to see the movie, in my opinion. And I know it got a re-release in IMAX in like 2002, which, I mean, I'd fucking love to see this movie in IMAX. Yeah, unfortunately, Howard Ashman passed away a few months before this movie came out. He's the guy that was behind the music of this movie and The Little Mermaid, and he did some work on a few of the movies that came after. I think he did some work on Aladdin. It's a masterpiece. It's one hell of a movie to go out on. Dude was a master musician. Anyway, if they do a re-release of this, absolutely going to be there to see it. IMAX 3D, which is never going to happen, but I would buy every viewing of that to see it. I would absolutely love it. Anyway, Disney, if you're listening, and you're not listening, but if you are, make it happen. IMAX 3D re-release for Beauty and the Beast for the 30th anniversary. Let's make it happen. Hashtag release the IMAX 3D cut. That worked for the Justice League one, so it's not going to work here. Anyway, thank you guys for checking it out. I really appreciate it. Check out the other videos I have. I did this really excellent one about the Hypercube, which is the first ever stereoscopic 3D animation done on a computer. And I have, of course, my review of my own videos and the Easter one. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this video out. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. I am begging now. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe. I noticed that the majority of people watching these videos, one, they don't stick around for very long, and two, they're watching it from other websites. So if you're constantly seeing these videos, if you're constantly watching them through Reddit or Facebook or Discord or another social media platform, just go ahead and subscribe, man. Like, it helps my channel out. It helps it grow. I'm almost to 200 subs, which is, you know, mostly thanks to the Vinny Vinesauce video that I made. I still stand by. I'm glad that this channel is starting to reach more people and that people are going to enjoy 3D. And I have noticed a general uptick in the amount of views I get for videos. So I'm glad that people are seeing the 3D, and I'm glad that people are enjoying it, even though I don't get too much feedback. Don't get too much feedback. But yeah, go ahead, feedback, do whatever you want. Dislike the video, just do something with it. I need to know that people are watching and they're engaging with it. That's all I gotta know. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Get your vaccines. If you don't, then do it anyway. Alright, peace.